Two breaking updates out of Eagles training camp have stirred things up and even caught insiders off guard. One involves Devonta Smith, who's back in action and already turning heads with his smooth play. The other? A lesser-known name who's stealing the spotlight, even with stars like Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis around him. Something feels different in Philly, and both the offense and defense might be gearing up for something big. If you're a true Eagles fan, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Let's get into the video. If we're talking about elite wide receiver duos in the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles are sitting comfortably at the top of that conversation, and honestly, there's not much debate to be had. When you line up A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith on the same field, you're looking at a pair of absolute dogs who can torch secondaries all day. A.J. Brown? The guy's been nothing short of dominant since landing in Philly. Even with injuries trimming his 2024 season down to just 13 games, he still put up 1,079 yards like it was nothing. That followed a 1,156-yard monster in 2023 and a 1,496-yard debut season in 2022. He's been that dude from day one, and defenders still haven't figured him out. Then there's Devonta Smith, sleek, smooth, and straight-up surgical in his route running. Last year was a little bumpy thanks to injuries and the Eagles leaning more on the ground game, but he still managed 833 yards in 13 games. And don't forget, this is the same guy who dropped over 1,000 yards in back-to-back seasons before that, going for 1,066 in 2023 and 1,196 in 2022. Now fast forward to 2025 camp, and even after missing some early action, Smith is already cooking. According to PHLY's Zach Berman, it's time to go all in. Buy your Devonta Smith stock now. And that's not just hype. In backed-up situations during camp, Smith was doing Devonta Smith things, breaking off clean routes and making it look way too easy on crucial downs. That separation he gets off the line, that's what makes the whole offense breathe. Last season's passing game caught some heat, but let's be real. It was a patchwork crew out there. Brown, Smith, Goedert, even Hurts all missed chunks of the year. That offense was running on half a tank, and it still found ways to compete. But heading into 2025, the squad's healthy, vibes are strong, and the air attack should be right back in rhythm. If Smith stays on the field this season, and all signs point to yes, there's zero reason he can't soar past 1,000 yards again. The noise surrounding this team might have been loud in the offseason, but once those games start counting, don't be surprised if Devonta is the one silencing the critics with every catch. If the offense is already making noise, just wait until you hear what just came out about a defensive player nobody saw coming. This one might shock you even more. The Eagles' D-line might be stacked with big names like Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, but there's a new name flying up the radar at camp, and it's Moro Ojomo. And yeah, the hype around him? Totally legit. This dude has been on a tear all through training camp. Whether he's bullying his way into the backfield or shutting down the run, Ojomo's making it clear. He's not just a depth piece anymore. While everyone's been focused on the big dogs up front, Ojomo's quietly, or maybe not so quietly, becoming the guy you can't ignore. Tuesday's practice basically turned into the Moro Ojomo show. Bleeding Green Nation's Brandon Lee Gowton shouted him out for wrecking reps, not just against backups either. He got by Pro Bowl guard Landon Dickerson with a nasty rip move to force pressure on Jalen Hurts, then beat Brett Toth clean for what would have been a sack. Gowton summed it up. Ojomo is primed for a good season. No argument here. ESPN's Tim McManus echoed the same energy. He saw Ojomo shoot the gap between Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and chase Hurts all the way to the sideline. You know you're doing something right when multiple beat writers are singling you out at a camp loaded with stars. Let's rewind a sec. Ojomo was a 7th-round pick in 2023. That's right, 7th. He's played 25 games with just one start, and on paper, his 23 tackles and 5 QB hits won't exactly melt your face off. But that's where the tape and the nerdy grades tell a different story. Pro Football Focus has been waving the Ojomo flag for a minute. They ranked him as the 32nd best interior D lineman last year. That's out of the entire league, and he wasn't even a full-time starter. His overall grade was 70.4, but that 82.4 pass rush grade? Filthy. The man is cooking, and he's just getting started. With Milton Williams out of the picture, Ojomo's stepping into a legit role next to Carter and Davis. That trio could become one of the most disruptive young D-lines in the NFL. And considering the Eagles are still figuring things out at linebacker and in the secondary, those guys up front are going to have to set the tone. Ojomo might not be the household name yet, but if this camp is any indication, 2025 could be his breakout party. Philly's defense was already scary. With Ojomo rising, they might just level up into full-on nightmare mode. Day by day, the Eagles are proving they've got talent everywhere, not just among the usual stars. This team could surprise a lot of people in 2025. To stay on top of every update, subscribe to the channel and stick with us all season long.